Well guys, the air-to-air intercooler piping, if it was to come out here and down and around, let me just show you. Here's the PVC with the just over 2-inch or about 2-inch foam pipe. I'm just using it to try and figure out where everything has to go. I probably should have got 3-inch foam pipe, obviously, but you know what? This was enough for me to find out. I got a major roadblock already, so check this out. This could always be shaved off and welded shut to give a bit more clearance. So if we look at how much, you know, I can bend this to go even more so, but I'm just getting started. Guys, there's not a hell of a lot of room in here. There really isn't. It may look like there's enough room, but there really isn't any room down here. It would just be too difficult. You can see there's not much room in there. And if I had a straight volute to go down there, I'd have to punch a hole in there, which I want to try and avoid. But here's another roadblock I came across. Check out my alternator bracket. That, because of my alternator, that limits. It's like I have to move my whole intercooler over about 8 inches and have it an offset intercooler. So that's already getting kind of sketchy. Could get rid of that alternator and put it on the other side. If I had 3-inch foam on here, I would say it wouldn't even happen. It looks like we're gonna have to rethink this. This is, thank God it's November, because if it was March or April, I'd be sweating. Well, it wouldn't be getting intercooled, that's all there is to it. Are we gonna have to think of, are we gonna have to go to air to water? It's a possibility. Or think of some other plumbing. Like, I don't want to have miles of plumbing under the hood of this thing. Half the thing with these cars is you could make it functional, but it's kind of nice to have it aesthetically pleasing. I spent a lot of time on my bypass valve relocation, and man, actually, that's pretty sweet the way that worked out. I think I said before, I should look at doing some of my smaller projects. And that way I'll be around the car, I'll have some time to think about what I want to do. So the intercooling might be off the table for a bit. Need some more time to think about it. But as you can see, there's some air conditioning components trickling back onto this car. It's been probably, over 20 years since it's had air conditioning. Since the 302 and the Pro Charger anyways. So anyways, we're probably gonna have to change the water pump and redo some lines. There's no room for the lines down here, but I've already worked it out. I could probably have the lines come out this way. So you'd normally have an air conditioning line come out down here, along the strut tower, down along the frame rail, and in through this way. But because this overflow tank is taking up real estate here, I decided, like I said, I'll be able to sneak the lines through here. I do have a bit of wiggle room with the rad. I want to move it over a little bit over anyways, and I did actually test fit this at one point in time. This actually used to go that way. So technically it was sitting on the car like this, and this was bent, and I carefully bent those lines to make it work, because it doesn't matter, it's not directional. So I got it now to go on this side of the radiator, and then I can get some custom lines made up to go to the pump and back to the firewall area. So that's a problem solved. And I know I said I wanted to change the rear control arms in this car. It's got the weight jacker style Maximum Motorsports arms that have the bend in it, like that one. And I'm just not getting the traction I wanted. So I want to go back to a similar setup that I used to have years ago that just worked great. So what I was using was this. I still have my old anti-squat brackets that I got from Western Motorsports. And these, in conjunction with different control arms, just gave me all kinds of traction. So I'd taken this, I'd sandblasted my other bracket, and of course it came out like new. Here's the other control arms, and I might, once I set them on the car, I might modify them, because they don't have the straight arm. Maximum Motorsports does not have the straight arm with the adjustable spring perch. They do for the Thunderbirds. So technically, if a guy got some Thunderbird arms, then you'd have to cut this and shorten it by about an inch or so. Maybe I should have went that route. If I'm not happy with the ride height, I could also just put a spacer in here, but it was nice to have that adjustable spring perch. So that'll be one of the other projects we want to do on the car. The other arms are good, they're just not right for that car. So yeah, if this was a 302, we'd have all kinds of room down there. But someone wanted to have a Windsor, so we always found ways to make things work, so that's a part of the challenge. I know, like some guy said, drive it and be happy, but some of us just can't leave well enough alone. If I could think of some things to do to intercool it and make some improvements that the average guy would say, hey, that actually makes sense, we're gonna try, because that's what we do. Anyways, there's where I'm at with my intercooling. That's where I'm at. If you have some ideas, let me know in the comment section below, and we will catch you in the next video. Cheers, thanks for watching.